Growing older is a privilege that not everyone gets to experience. But here's a truth that many don't realize. Most people who don't make it to 85 aren't simply unlucky. In fact, it's often small, hidden mistakes, the ones that creep in silently over the years, that slowly and quietly steal away vitality. These mistakes don't make headlines. They don't cause dramatic events overnight. Instead, they work in the background, eroding health day after day, year after year, until one day, the body simply can't keep going. In today's video, we're going to uncover 6 hidden mistakes that cause most seniors to fall short of their 85th birthday. The good news is that every single one of these mistakes can be corrected, and it's never too late to start. Stay with me, because mistake number 6 is a true game changer, and fixing it could completely change the course of your life. Hidden mistake 1: ignoring muscle health. As we grow older, many people believe that weakness, frailty, and slower movement are simply natural parts of aging. It's almost expected that stiff joints, slower steps, and weaker arms are unavoidable after a certain age. But this is a dangerous myth. The real hidden culprit isn't just aging, it's muscle loss, and it starts much earlier than most realize. Beginning as early as your 30s, the body naturally starts to lose muscle mass in a slow, quiet process called sarcopenia. If no action is taken, this muscle loss speeds up over time, especially after the age of 50. Without regular strength-building activity, adults can lose up to 15% of their muscle mass every decade. By the time a person reaches their 70s or 80s, the body can become dangerously weak, not because of age alone, but because of years of unchecked muscle decline. This loss of muscle has far-reaching consequences. It's not just about looking less fit or feeling tired. Muscle is essential for protecting your bones, supporting your joints, maintaining balance, and keeping your metabolism strong. When muscles weaken, the body becomes more vulnerable to falls, fractures, slower wound healing, insulin resistance, and a host of other health problems. In fact, falling and breaking a bone, particularly a hip, is one of the leading causes of severe decline and even death among seniors. And the hidden weakness that leads to these falls often starts decades earlier. The real tragedy is that many people stop challenging their muscles out of fear of injury. They may avoid lifting anything heavy, stop exercising altogether, or assume that taking it easy is the safest path. But the truth is, losing muscle is far more dangerous than carefully building it. You don't need to lift heavy weights like a bodybuilder to protect your health. Simple strength exercises, using light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even your own body weight can make a profound difference. Activities like slow squats, wall push-ups, light yoga, and resistance band pulls are incredibly effective at rebuilding strength safely at any age. Even into your 80s and beyond, the body is capable of remarkable strength gains if you give it the right stimulus. Building and maintaining muscle isn't about vanity. It's about preserving your independence, your balance, your energy, and ultimately, your ability to live life on your own terms for as long as possible. Ignoring muscle health is one of the most silent but deadly mistakes people make as they age. But the beautiful truth is that it's never too late to start, and every small effort to rebuild strength pays off tenfold in health, confidence, and vitality. Hidden mistake 2: chronic dehydration. Water is life. Every cell, tissue, and organ in our body depends on it to function properly. Yet as people age, chronic dehydration quietly becomes a serious threat, often without them even realizing it. Older adults naturally experience a decreased sense of thirst, meaning their bodies can be dangerously low on fluids long before they feel thirsty. By the time they notice, they may already be severely dehydrated. This hidden dehydration slowly affects everything, from brain function to kidney health to digestion. Mild dehydration can cause fatigue, confusion, dizziness, and muscle cramps. Over time, it increases the risk of urinary tract infections, kidney stones, constipation, and even serious heart problems. Worse, dehydration thickens the blood, straining the heart and raising the risk of clots and strokes. Many seniors, trying to avoid frequent bathroom trips or nighttime awakenings, intentionally drink less water. Others replace water with coffee, tea or sugary drinks, mistakenly believing they're staying hydrated. But caffeine and sugar can act as diuretics, pulling even more water out of the body. True hydration comes from clean water, herbal teas, watery fruits, and nutrient-rich broths. The good news? Staying hydrated doesn't require massive changes. Simple habits like starting the day with a glass of water, sipping throughout the day, eating water-rich foods like cucumbers and watermelon, and limiting dehydrating beverages can dramatically boost hydration levels. Even carrying a water bottle and setting reminders can make a world of difference. Chronic dehydration is a slow, silent enemy. But just a little extra care each day can protect brain health, boost energy, keep the heart strong, and add precious years of active, vibrant life. Hidden mistake 3. Skipping social connection. Human beings are wired for connection. It's not just an emotional luxury, it's a biological necessity. And yet, as people grow older, social isolation often sneaks into their lives, sometimes without them even noticing. Friends move away. Family members get busy. Loved ones pass on. Gradually, social circles shrink, and days become quieter. What may seem like harmless solitude can slowly turn into something much more dangerous: loneliness. Research has shown that loneliness isn't just emotionally painful, it's physically harmful. Chronic loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. In fact, studies have found that prolonged social isolation is as damaging to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how deeply our bodies depend on meaningful human connection. Sadly, many seniors accept loneliness as an inevitable part of aging, but it doesn't have to be. Staying socially connected, whether through a weekly phone call, a coffee date, volunteering, joining a community group, or even chatting with neighbors, can dramatically protect mental sharpness, boost immune health, and prolong life. Social connection doesn't mean having a huge network of friends. It's about nurturing a few genuine relationships where you feel heard, valued, and supported. Just sharing a few words, a laugh, or a warm hug can lift the spirit and strengthen the body. Connection fuels hope, meaning, and resilience, all of which are powerful ingredients for a long, vibrant life. In the end, it's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Prioritizing social connection is one of the most powerful ways to do it. Hidden mistake 4. Poor sleep habits. In our fast-paced world, sleep is often the first thing sacrificed and the last thing prioritized. But for those seeking a long and healthy life, sleep is non-negotiable. Sadly, many older adults fall into a dangerous pattern of poor sleep habits: late nights, early mornings, restless tossing, and frequent waking, thinking it's just a normal part of aging. But poor sleep isn't simply inconvenient. It's a silent destroyer of health. Sleep is the body's time for deep repair. It's when the brain clears away toxins, the heart rate slows to heal the cardiovascular system, and the immune system regenerates. Missing out on quality sleep weakens all of these critical processes, leaving the body vulnerable to disease. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to a higher risk of dementia, heart disease, diabetes, depression, and even certain cancers. Worse, it accelerates the aging process at the cellular level, shortening telomeres, the protective caps on our DNA. In simple terms, poor sleep literally makes the body older, faster. Many seniors unknowingly sabotage their sleep without meaning to. Watching television late into the night, drinking caffeine or alcohol in the evening, using phones or bright lights before bed. All of these disrupt the body's natural sleep rhythm. Over time, the effects compound, leading to shallow, unrefreshing rest and serious health consequences. The good news? Small changes can restore deep, healing sleep. Establishing a calming evening routine, keeping a consistent bedtime, avoiding screens an hour before bed, and creating a cool, dark, and quiet sleeping environment can work wonders. Gentle activities like reading, meditation, or stretching can signal the body that it's time to unwind. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a fundamental pillar of longevity. Protecting your sleep is one of the smartest investments you can make in your future health. Because the truth is, you don't just wake up feeling refreshed, you wake up stronger, clearer, and younger from the inside out. Hidden mistake 5. Ignoring inflammation. Inflammation is an essential process for healing. It's the body's natural defense against injury, infection, and harmful substances. However, chronic inflammation is a different beast altogether. When inflammation becomes persistent, it shifts from being a healing tool to a silent destroyer of the body. Over time, unchecked inflammation can lead to serious conditions like heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. As we age, the body becomes more prone to chronic low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging. It's a subtle yet constant attack on the body's organs and systems. This type of inflammation is particularly dangerous because it doesn't show immediate symptoms. It builds slowly, creating long-term damage that many don't realize until it's too late. Several lifestyle factors contribute to this silent inflammation: poor diet, lack of exercise, chronic stress, and environmental toxins. The Western diet, especially rich in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats, can fuel this inflammation, creating a toxic environment in the body. The worst part, people often don't recognize the signs of chronic inflammation. They may feel sluggish, achy, or tired, but chalk it up to getting older. But these are often the early symptoms of inflammation, which can worsen over time. However, there's good news. Inflammation can be managed and even reduced with proactive steps. Anti-inflammatory foods like berries, fatty fish, leafy greens, nuts, and olive oil can have a profound impact on reducing inflammation. Regular physical activity, staying hydrated, managing stress with mindfulness or yoga, and getting sufficient sleep also help combat this issue. It's crucial to understand that fighting inflammation doesn't require drastic measures. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that supports the body's ability to heal itself. Simple, consistent changes can dramatically reduce inflammation over time, protecting the body from its damaging effects and enhancing overall longevity. By focusing on managing chronic inflammation, you not only reduce your risk of serious diseases, but also improve your quality of life, keeping you feeling energized and healthy well into your senior years. Hidden mistake 6. Living without purpose. As we age, one of the most profound mistakes people make is losing their sense of purpose. Purpose is the driving force that gives life meaning. It's the reason you get out of bed in the morning, the spark that fuels your passions, and the energy that helps you push through tough times. Without purpose, life can feel aimless, leaving individuals susceptible to feelings of depression, anxiety, and isolation. In fact, living without purpose is one of the greatest risk factors for early mortality. Research has shown that having a sense of purpose not only enhances mental and emotional well-being, but can physically extend life. People with purpose are less likely to develop chronic diseases, have lower blood pressure, and show lower levels of inflammation in the body. The key is that purpose doesn't need to come from grand ambitions or external achievements. It's more about finding something meaningful in everyday life, whether it's relationships, hobbies, contributing to the community, or learning new skills. As we age, there's a tendency to focus on what has been lost, whether it's career, health, or personal achievements. But focusing on what remains and discovering new passions can breathe new life into your days. For some, this might be volunteering, spending time with grandchildren, learning a new language, creating art, or mentoring others. The key is to keep engaging with the world and making a positive impact, no matter how small it may seem. Having purpose also nurtures the mind and body in profound ways. It gives you something to look forward to, something that excites and challenges you. It ignites curiosity and helps maintain a sense of importance and value in the world. Purpose-driven individuals have been shown to experience better cognitive function, sharper memory, and even lower levels of stress and anxiety. Living with purpose doesn't just improve longevity, it enhances the quality of life. The ability to keep the mind engaged and the heart connected with the world is a powerful tool against the frailties of aging. Whether it's setting small daily goals, staying connected with loved ones, or pursuing a lifelong dream, a sense of purpose keeps life vibrant and fulfilling. And with that, we've covered the 6 hidden mistakes that can drastically affect longevity, making it harder to live past 85. The key takeaway is that many of these mistakes are insidious. They creep into our lives slowly and silently, often without us realizing how much they are impacting our health. But with small adjustments, we can avoid them and live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. If you can make changes in just a few areas of your lifestyle, by nourishing your body with proper hydration, protecting your mental health through social connection, prioritizing sleep, managing inflammation, and discovering purpose, you can unlock the true potential of aging with grace, health, and vitality.